three entrances into clamp guard. So like we said, knee penetration is from our supine guard position. When any guard that I'm playing flat on my back, I will be entering with my knee first. But without a doubt, when I get into a supine position, I get into the one arm in, one arm out scenario from supine position, without a doubt the king is the clamp. Right? It's the most high percentage, which is why we want to put a lot of time into it. Let's look at ways to getting there from more common positions. So Carl's inside my closed guard. Notice the way a closed guard is a supine position guard. I'm flat on my back. So again, I'll pull with my legs. So Carl has bracing. He's making wedges. He's ribcage control. I'm going to be swimming inside to get my arms on the inside. Then I have head control. Then I control the tricep. So to get onto my side, it's not a whole muscling thing. You can put a foot on the hip, you can put a foot on the mat, you can just straighten your legs. I prefer this way, just straighten my legs and use the connection of my legs on Carl's hips to invert my bottom knee. Okay? Once I turn that knee towards my mat, towards the mat, my right hand acts like a buffer, and now we're into clamp guard. Okay? Once I'm in that position, if Carl drives into me, the knee in front of the shoulder keeps him from driving into me. He tries to back away. I can engage my hips. Tries to posture. Tries to bring his head towards me. And then when the moment's right, just turning my head to look into his ear. Foot comes over. Extract the bottom leg. Triangle trap. And we're into the triangle. That's from closed guard. Let's just say it's playing butterfly guard. Carl knows jiu-jitsu and he flattens me out and then I end up in a supine position. I can do a slight sit-up just to kind of create space. So we can sit up slightly. Again, hand will come inside. If I go shallow, Carl pummels. Becomes groundhog day. So when I swim inside, I bring that hand high. Then I find the neck. And now I've got head control inside position. Okay, so from butterfly guard, I just drape my knee, I just point it directly to my right, if that makes sense. Once I'm there, I just swim it inside, it's the exact same stuff. So again from there, extract, triangle. Half guard's a little bit more, complicated because you have to do it twice. Again, half guard, he's beat the knee shield, he's flattened me out, I'm in a supine position. Okay, so I'm here. He's got cross face and he's got underhook. I'll make a wedge with my right elbow into his left hip. From there, I'm going to do the exact same movement, only this time instead of coming in at the shoulder, I'm coming in at the hip first. So I shrimp to invert my bottom knee and then I bring it through at the hip. If that makes sense. Once I'm there, now I need to create space with the cross face. So I'm going to start arching my back away. And then I get inside control. Foot on the hip, and now we're back into clamp guard again. Cut an angle, extract, extract, triangle. So close guard to start with. You'll figure it out. So again, I'll pull with my hands. I get inside control. I get head control and arm control. Once I'm here, I need to get onto my side. So I can put a foot on the mat. I can put a foot on the hip. Let's try that method. Invert my bottom knee. Bring it inside. We're in the clamp guard. Again, play in this position. Hang out in this position. Get comfortable in this position. Carl will be trying to drive into me, he'll be trying to back away, he'll be trying to posture, he'll be trying to bring his head this way to try and get his angle back. Notice the way I'm on my side. If he brings his head towards me, look, he's flattening me out again. So it's about keeping that, keeping this angle, keeping engaged. There are other submissions I can go for, but we're just working on the triangle. Bring the foot over. Again, don't bring the foot over if I'm looking at the top of his head. I only bring the foot over when I'm perpendicular. And I've still got control of his head. Extract, and we're in. Butterfly. He flattens me out. He was originally seated guard. When you play a butterfly guard, you want to be in a seated position. He's flattened me out. So again, I might do a sit-up just to kind of move him back a little bit. Then I'll start swimming inside. Once I've got inside position, I still want a form across the back of his neck, tricep control, turn my knee out, foot goes in the hip, and extract that bottom knee. Hop knees in, back into playing that position again, and when the moment's right, the triangle's there, or half guard. Go this way, bro. Perfect. So I'm here. Worst case scenario on half guard. He's me flattened out. He's got the cross face underhook. From there, again, if he's really driving this into me and it sucks, just bridge. Okay. So anytime I feel choke pressure from that, I just bridge and move his head past my head. Put it on now, bro. This gives me time. So now I wedge at the hip, using my foot to free my knee, but I can't free it. If my right knee's pointing straight up, you're never gonna escape it. I have to point my knee towards the mat. Does that make sense? And now from there, that's easy. Don't let me bring that in, Carl. I use that as a wedge to bring my knee in. Once I beat the hip line, now I need to beat the cross face. So from that position, even if Carl's going heavy with that, I just move away from it. And I fill that space with my arm. And now from there, foot goes in the hip, and I can bring my knee inside. And then we're back into getting perpendicular. Foot comes over. Now I let go of that till extract. And again, there'll be lots of things Carl might do. He might control my thigh, so he might grab the knuckle line and peel it off. Remember we talked about that inside grip again? Look, when I peel that off, there's your grip at 90 degrees. Carl tries to bring that back. It's difficult. And now I'll extract my leg. And now we're back into the whole sequence again. From there, close guard. So I'm never going to get inside control with him postured, so I have to pull with my knees. Sometimes what happens is Carl will lift his hips up in the air. As I pull, he pulls like that. So instead of pulling with my knees, I'll kick with my legs. Sorry, bro, bring you down. Relax 1 second. Sorry. So if I pull with my knees, that's one way of breaking posture. If he engages his hips, I kick with my legs. We're here. So I pull in, he engages. I'm just kicking and swimming inside control. Does that make sense? So again, from that position, once I've got head control and arm control, I have to get on my side. Inverted knee gets my knee into that position. Okay? 2 feet on the hips. Stay in this position. Play in this position. When the moment's right and have angle, extract, triangle trap. Or we were playing in a butterfly guard position. Just turn around this way, bro. Maybe we were hand fighting. Carl gets the inside track, pins me. He's the inside track, I don't, but I need head control. Head control, this is not head control. Carl's limbs are inside mine, it doesn't work this way. If his limbs is inside mine, and I physically try to bring my right knee on the inside, his hand will stop my knee. He can just relax and push it in. Does that make sense? So I have to get inside position. Now my limbs are on the inside. Now when I start to bring my knee in, my hands can peel everything off. Does that make sense? And we're into our position again. So once we get into the clamp, perpendicular, extract, we're good to go. Let's play with that, guys. 3 entrances.